Hey, SW
SW
Podcast
Podcast Wednesday.
Wednesday. How y'all
SW
doing out
Podcast
here today?
Wednesday.
It's Queen
SW
Candace and Queen
Podcast Wednesday.
Shell, and it's
SW
Wednesday.
Podcast Wednesday. What's up,
What's
Queen?
happening, y'all?
Don't mess
It's
with us
Wednesday,
now, because
baby. How
we'll
you
drop
doing,
our.
Queen? How are you, mom of a graduate?
Oh, Queen. I feel so good, and I think I'm gonna feel like this for a while. Probably for like the next 2.5 years, because it's back to
Yeah,
back for me. But
yeah.
just for the first one to come, it goes. I'm still like in this bliss. I'm just sitting in bliss. It's blissful. It's blissful.
Girl, congratulations, boo. Congratulations.
Thank you, Queen.
That's awesome though. Look,
Yeah.
you did your job. You did your job. It's still more to do, but you did up until this point.
I mean, it's gonna be a lot more to do. Life don't end after graduation.
Mm-mm. But it's amazing just to see, to watch actually when your child get to high school. For if y'all don't have the kids that's in high school yet, when your child get to high school, they senior year, that graduation day, it have you thinking back from when them children was born to up until
Hmm.
that point. You like, dang, they personality, everything about them, like this was actually a whole human that I
Right.
created with somebody else, and this child came out to be like
This.
this.
This. That's
Like
how I
the
look. I be
accomplishments,
looking.
the accolades, all of that. Like I wasn't even that. Like, so it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing to even just witness that amongst parents that's going through that. It was, I came in just in time when Jada, right before Jada walked across the stage at the Citizen. I was like, I'm right on time. I'm right on time, baby, right on time. So it was
Girl,
amazing. So congratulations.
thank you. And just in generally, just congratulate her, because like
Yeah.
we really be thinking that, like, a lot of parents take the graduation as their very, very own. But we
Yeah.
do gotta remember that child had to journey through hell and high water, just like we had to, because it wasn't every day wasn't easy for us in high school. So I know every day wasn't
Mm-mm.
easy for them. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So
No.
yes, so I just appreciate her going the extra mile, and look at Keith.
You see it?
But I, appreciate her going the extra mile for that, because she definitely did her thing. And I'm super
Yeah.
proud as her mom. Her dad super proud. Her family super proud. Family, friends super proud. Everybody just like happy
Everybody.
and, proud of her. Thanks,
Yeah,
E.
because she looked like she looked, seeing her outside, I could tell she looked like she was overwhelmed as
Mm-hmm.
well with,
Mm-hmm.
it. Boy, that's a feeling. All of us, everybody that didn't graduated from high school, you know that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It
It's
is
a great
it's
feeling.
like it's an experience, accomplishment, but I can remember the day that I walked across there. I was like, oh, I'm actually really considered an adult now. Like, I don't got to get up and go to school. I really got to do this on my, like, really
On your
some, like,
own.
on my own. Like now I got to really take accountability for for my own life now. So it can be scary, but it's worth it.
It's
It's
worth
worth
it.
it.
It's worth it.
It's worth
And
it. It's worth
and
it.
and we know that we know the journey that comes next. Now she just gets to experience it. And they're gonna be
Hmm.
saying the same things we were saying. Oh my God, if I'd known it was gonna be like this, I'd have always stayed at home, or I did this. That's why I encourage my children, like, even after college graduation, if you want to come back home and get your job
Come
in the city
home.
wherever we live, because home is wherever we are.
Yeah.
So if you decide that you want to come back to where I am, wherever that is, the door is open. We are not out here trying to push children or people into a
Nope.
world that they're not prepared to walk into. Um, and
And you
and
want to
not that they're
prepare
not
them.
even prepared. It's expensive out there. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? If they can stay home and save $20,000, $30,000, and then you send them along on their way 30, 40,000, 50,000, whatever they need to save to feel good about themselves, we let them do that. We're not pushing kids
Mm-mm.
out. We're not
And,
pushing
and
kids
and
out.
kids be wanting, they be wanting, but you really have to tell them and
Yeah.
explain to them. Like, and I told my kids the same thing. Like, look, stay home. My goal is to prepare them so when you leave my house at 23, 24, 25, because I ain't trying to let you stay with me too long.
Yeah.
It's like, I ain't trying to let you stay with me, but I want them to be able to leave my house and go buy them something. Not go leave my house and go rent. Leave my house because you actually got your own mortgage now that you just purchased your house. And you
Mm-hmm.
got that money that Shelby just said that y'all could save staying home. So you
You
got
got
you
the
a home
opportunity to
and you
do it.
got a cushion.
Yep.
Something that we didn't have.
Exactly. Exactly.
Something that we didn't have. And our parents weren't even probably even thinking about how we thinking. Because they were still out here grinding, trying to work and do it and look, knowing that they had to provide for just themselves after we leave, and still probably would have had to carry some, still carried some of their kids to a certain age,
Right.
some still carrying them. So hey,
So yes, girl, we got college graduations just went on a month ago, and then we had high school last weekend. So, salute to all the graduates, salute to all the parents of the grads, family of the grads. Everybody did that. We are super duper super duper
yeah,
proud of y'all over here at
amazing.
SW Podcast. You feel me? So we're gonna jump into the show, y'all. We're gonna start off with the quote of the day because the conversation today is about love languages, and
Ooh,
we're gonna
your
just,
love language.
yeah, that love language. You know, it's a lot of people don't know what their love language is. So if you are tuning into the show and you are very unfamiliar with what your love language is, go into your search engine and Google it and find out. Take the quick love language quiz so that you can find out what your love language is. And then this conversation will be very, very beneficial to you, regardless of if you know what it is or not. Um, but the quote of the day is your love language will be understood by those fluent enough to listen and reciprocate. It's not your duty to teach people how to love you. Author unknown.
Mm, it's not your
Excuse
duty
me.
to teach people how to love you.
Excuse me.
Well, how would they? Well, look like
Well, I mean, you know, what I gather from that is that that's somebody who you're really courting and dating that's trying to, that person right there that's going to be fluent enough to understand you would be somebody who would be somebody
hmm.
who is actually trying to get to know you on a deeper level, because they're gonna learn what your love languages are by participating in your daily life,
Mm,
seeing what you got going on a regular basis, and you know, things of that nature.
the
So
communication gonna be there.
right, the
And
communication gonna be
and
there. It
then the
leads you
connection
to
got to be there. If they didn't got that
exactly
deep, the connection had to be there for, yeah, for you to even get that close to me. The connection got to already be
right. And so so the quote can definitely be some, it's a certain quote. However, it just also depends on how far along you've gotten in your connection with the person who you're trying to build that bridge with.
there.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So if it can't be something, and I don't know, because it kind of also too depends on the depthness of who you are and what you're able to display. Because sometimes in conversation, people can pick up what your love languages are just by what you're talking about, what you're showing in action toward those things as well. So that could be like
Hmm.
one of those first conversation things where
Yeah. And
you
that
so
body
deep into,
language, all of
oh
that.
yes, queen, yes, you so deep into the conversation, y'all, it's riveting. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So
I
that's what I
like
gather
that.
from that. Let's see what Will talking about. I think mine is in my eyes and tongue. That's where your love language at, Will.
Okay. Okay. So you
Is
took
in my
on.
eye, and I he said eye contact as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
your eye contact and your tongue. That's what
Eye contact.
raise your hand if I'm right. So he
Okay,
said
Will.
yes. He said yes. I'm right. Okay, so his love language is in the eyes and the tongue. But did you ever have you looked at the love language quiz, Will? Because that will help determine another different type of love language. And your eye contact and your tongue will be acts of service if you check out what the love language levels are, because it looks like to me you're providing a service.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we go jump into it. The love languages, Will, and you can kind of see based
That's
on
crazy. That's
based on
crazy.
the discussion of love language, you can kind of see where you fall at. You know what I'm saying? And you be safe out there, homie, because I know you out there on them open roads. Be safe. So, okay, you haven't taken the test, but we're gonna help you take. We're gonna, even if you haven't taken the test, listen today to the show. Since you don't have the opportunity right now to take it, listen to the show, right? And just listen to what the love languages are, and you'll learn based on what those are to help determine what yours may be. Okay. E say fee is my love language. Okay
I know that's right.
then.
I
Don't
know
play
that's
with fee. She
right.
a whole love language out here. Don't bullshit.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into the topic. Let me drop this quote of the day up here one more time for y'all whoever might be dating or looking to date or court someone. This is a very, very strong quote of the day. Your love language will
Hmm.
be understood by those fluent enough to listen and reciprocate. It's not your duty to teach people how to love you. Okay? All right. You got that?
Listen and precipitate. Keywords.
All right. So let's do it, y'all. The conversation. Whew. Have you figured out what makes your love language stand out for what it is and who you are? Folk,
Hmm.
those are our two. That's our top question for today. Have you figured out what your love language is and how to make your love language stand out so whoever you're dating can understand it? Like, your shyness isn't allowing your love language to be hidden. Because if it is, then you're gonna have to learn another way to push it out there
Open
so a
up.
person, because you don't want to lose somebody because you don't
Nah, but
know
see,
how
that's
to.
that go back to that connection, queen.
Well,
Like,
it does, but I'm saying if you haven't delved that deep into a connection yet, and you're one of those people who have an expectancy of your love language being understood from the surface level or from what you're presenting, and you're not presenting
hmm,
much. If you're not
okay,
presenting much, you can't really get anybody to gather what that is, even on your depthness, because I got to be able to communicate with you even in your depthness. We got to be able to, get to the center of
get to the
things.
yeah.
And that's almost kind of getting the person to understand that, because if a person understands that you don't know how to communicate and they making you learn how to, then that's a person helping you with your love language.
But helping you with the love language.
So,
You ain't gotta help me with mine.
because you know what yours is, you're certain, you're educated in whatever your love language is, and that's how it's supposed to be. You feel me?
Look, preach.
All right. So, um, quick thing. We let me go to our channel on here, because our show is on right now, but I wanna also look at a few things on here that I saw earlier that I put up. Okay. Okay. That's what they say. Okay.
Okay.
It takes more than the occasional great date to keep your relationship afloat. The concept of love language
Hmm.
is actually quite simple. There are five of them, each describing an expression of, you guessed it, love. The key is discovering which love language you and your partner respond to the most, then regularly putting that into practice. So let's discuss. Okay? Okay? Okay. There we go.
Okay.
So that's how we doing that today. That's exactly how we doing this today, y'all. All right, there we go. Let's see what Joe say. This is no ordinary love. No ordinary love. What?
Oh my
What's up,
Lord.
Joe?
Not Sade, Joe. Not Sade.
Speak on it, Joe. Teach the
Not
people, Joe.
Sade.
Teach the people, Joe. They don't know.
This is not ordinary. What you
This
say,
is
Joe?
no ordinary love. All right,
And
Joe.
that's my song by Sade. Sade, my girl now.
Yes. If you don't know about Sade, y'all better Google
What? Oh, you don't know
or
about Sade? That
Bing
means you real
or
young.
whatever your search engine is. All right, so we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about the love languages and how to identify your love language and how to practice each love language. Okay, so we're gonna run through this rather quickly because we're gonna end our show. For one, we're gonna be punctual today. They always talk about,
We've
like
been
people
going
don't tell
5,
me
10, 15 minutes over.
people don't tell me like, hey, Shell, y'all always running over, but I just know we always running over. But the
Oh
conversation
my
be
God.
so good, it be too good. So, all right. So the first love language is words of affirmation. Queen, before we do this, Queen, you know what your love languages are?
Uh-uh.
You haven't taken you haven't taken the
How you take
test.
the test? Love, communication.
So
And I'm a
communication is your
touchy,
love
yeah,
language.
and I'm a touchy Philly person.
Okay, so you a physical touch person.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so Queen managing stuff. So all right. We got this. We got it. We got it. All right. So words of affirmation. She'll say go as long as you want to. I know, Joe, you know we don't give a damn, but I know how it is sometimes. You know I don't care, Joe. I go all day. So words of affirmation. These are verbal expressions of care and affection. Think about it like this: thanks for putting the kids to bed, or you look really nice today, or typically the less
Uh-huh.
generic and more specific words, the more meaningful they feel to the recipient. um and insults can be particularly upsetting to people who favor words of affirmation. So a person, so
That's true.
if your if your person's love language, this Will is crazy. This Will off the chain. So if a person's love language is for you to compliment them, and then you turn around with that same voice and shun them, then you have critically insulted their love
And
language.
so, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, insult to insult to insult to injury, because that'll hurt somebody. And ooh, especially if they sensitive
Yes.
and they
And
don't
we
have no and then if they ain't all, they don't have no confidence as it is already, you didn't kill them
that's why
or her.
a person would do that to a person who's like that anyway, just for those particular reasons, because they know that they're lacking self-confidence and
Mm-hmm.
they're not used to somebody compliment them. That's crazy. And then you come and do that.
You didn't kill it.
So your words of affirmation for them can heal a lot of things that they've heard that used to shun them. And but just don't be the person who shuns them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Joe says he gets his love language is doing what you say you would do. Okay.
Okay, Joe.
Very specific. Well, I don't know what.
I don't know. I don't even know what this cup like. Joe.
Joe messing
I
up my
guess Joe
tone.
saying just be honest. If you say this what you gonna do, this what you gonna do now. Don't be saying, oh, I do this, yeah, and then when it come down to it, you don't do nothing.
Cause you're a talker.
Talk is cheap.
So
Talk is
I I
cheap.
feel I feel Joe though. I feel Joe with that
Yeah.
because
Oh, most definitely.
I definitely feel that because, only reason why I laugh because it's such a direct love language. So where would that fall? That would fall under words of affirmation. You affirming what you said you're gonna do, and that's real. So, but okay, so we got to get through the love languages, y'all, so y'all can really, really get what y'all's is. Okay, we got another comment. When your partner doesn't respond to your love language or affirmation, it's hurtful too. Very much
Yeah,
so. Very much so.
that's true.
Especially if you put out there what your love language is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you definitely put it out there, it's definitely hurtful if somebody ignores your love language. I just learned something. Affirmation. I got you. Stop saying negative, hurtful shit. Oh, Will, you learned that
Oh
today, buddy?
yeah.
Black Power, Will.
Yeah, don't yeah, stop saying the negative stuff, Will. Like, ooh, that ain't nice. That ain't nice.
That'll
That ain't
break
king
somebody to the
like
core.
Will.
When that,
That ain't
when a
king like. That ain't king like Will.
right, when a person who loves you hear you say negative things to them, that,
That shit hurt.
oh goodness,
That's like so ooh, somebody didn't hit you in the back. You know that
yeah,
like your mama hit you in the back and you go like that's that.
it's hurtful. It
That's
really will break
hurtful.
you down to your core. All right.
And you
So
start believing it.
the first love language is words of affirmation. Let me put that up as a comment. Um, Anybody else got anything to say about words of affirmation? Queen.
Uh-uh.
Okay.
Just be sweet, be nice, say nice things. People love compliments, male, men and women. Don't let the men fool you. Men love compliments too, not women. You can tell him he handsome and how good he look, how he smell. Men like compliments as well.
Okay, we're gonna get to the next quote. I mean comment as soon as we get after the second love language. Love language number 2 is gifts. Tangible and intangible items that make you feel appreciated or noticed. Going to your partner's concert, for example, isn't it as much as a gift or flowers or that new wine that they want. To individuals who favor this love language, the absence of everyday gestures or missed special occasions are particularly hurtful. So,
Yeah,
gifts are very, very that get for a person who loves gifts. If you miss a special day, if you miss anything that they've put out there that is important to them,
important.
and something that they feel like is worthy, and you don't even say anything or acknowledge anything, because
Acknowledge
acknowledgement
it.
is also a gift. But if you don't do anything to make that person feel like what they said or what's going on with them is a gift, their birthdays, holidays, anything special to them, an anniversary on their job, um
Uh-huh.
all of that, you know what I'm
Anything
saying?
that matters. It
You
might not
will.
matter to you, but it matters to them.
Exactly. And if you're dating and trying to be exclusive with somebody, obviously you're supposed to know what matters to them. So
Oh yeah.
the second love language would be gifts. It does gifts
Hmm.
fall up under anybody's love language out there? Next comment. Does love language apply in friendship and other types of relationships? For love languages for this purposes is for relationships, and it does involve becoming exclusive between a man or a woman, whoever you dating. It don't matter, whatever sex you dating. Love languages have to be learned and have to be um a spontaneous thing as well. You can't.
Uh-huh.
You gotta when you're in a dating or exclusive situation, knowing your partner's love language is just something that has to occur in order for your relationship to work.
Yeah, because if
This
you
has
don't
been
know it, that means you
it,
disconnect. If you don't know it, y'all disconnected.
exactly. And then, so even with that being said, it's not, love languages haven't just started in the 20th century. People have been having
No,
love.
it
This
always
has been
has.
going on for decades. So they it just probably didn't have a title, but people knew, like certain flowers that were bought, or um if they saw their partner smelling flowers and they were like, oh, she liked them flowers. Next thing you know, they pass by something, they grabbing those flowers. That's paying attention.
That's paying
You know
attention.
what I'm saying?
I just had this conversation with somebody about paying attention when, especially with us women. We'll tell you, we'll just say, "Oh, that's nice." You see something in the magazine, say that's nice. Oh, I like that. Oh, I might buy it. You got to be paying attention. Vice versa too. Women, men drop hints too.
Yes,
They
yes.
drop hints too. You just got to be paying. You
You
have to
got to
be
be
paying
paying attention,
attention to
and
your
I'm telling
partner.
you, especially if they're talking about something regularly,
Yeah. See,
those be
I'm a
hints.
good listener, so I pay attention to everything. When it comes down to me and mine, I pay attention to everything. If I was dating, I was gonna pay attention to everything about that guy, from his house, how he dressed, everything. I'm paying attention, and I'm gonna sit down and listen to everything he say, so I know. Because more than likely, he gonna tell you what's important to him. It's for you to be paying
To
attention.
pay attention. If you're not paying attention, then you're gonna miss out on a lot. And then that just goes to show that you're doing the most of the talking, and the person that you doing most of the talking, you ain't doing none of the listening, because what you
Mhm.
they're listening to you, but you're not paying attention to them for you to learn what your partner's um love language is. So number one again is words of affirmation. Number two is gifts. Three, acts of service. Doing something helpful or kind for your partner, waking up with the baby in the middle of the night, or doing the dishes so your partner can
Mhm.
relax. For someone who favors acts of service, ambivalence or a lack of support are more damaging than anything else. So if a person loves you taking them out to dinner, or a person loves you giving them massages, or a person loves you once a week doing a chore that they do because they're
They
good
do.
at it. You know what I'm saying? Or a person just, or anything that you're doing to take away something from them so they don't feel stressed out about it is an act of service. So that will go back to Will's comment, which was touch me please.
Touch me, please.
His act of, he likes to be touched.
All
Well,
right.
that's physical touch actually, but he still like he want to be touched. And then this, no, this is other one. I meant that was not that one. That wasn't that one. It was this one right here. It was this one. He likes to use his tongue.
My eyes and tongue.
That's an act of service.
That's an act of service.
That's an act of service, isn't I?
Well, well, well.
I got there,
Well,
Will.
hey, got to do what you got to do, bro. Got to do what you got to do.
So acts of service is gonna be our number three. Um she said, "Dang, I own all of these. Does that mean I'm too much?" No, that doesn't. That no, because some other people told me before when I was having this discussion with them is that they all the
They
love
up under
languages.
all the categories.
They fit up under all the categories. So no, it's
Hey.
never too much. There's no such thing as too much when it comes to love languages.
And
Number
then I
four.
want to know, do you fit up with all the categories up under different people that you might date,
Or one person.
or one person?
Good
Because you
question.
might not fit up all the categories if you was dating John over here, but Jerry, you might. It's all of.
Well,
That's interesting.
she says that she loves completely. So all of the
Gotcha.
that's why they fit with her. Okay, so quality time is act of serve. I'm sorry, love language number four. Quality time is a part of every relationship, but people who experience this as a love language will feel the benefits more keenly and crave time where both people are present without distraction. Quality time constitutes engaging in an activity together, particularly one
Hmm.
you both enjoy, like a walk, um, watching TV together, cooking food together. If this is your love language, having a distracted or distant partner that makes you feel unseen or heard is the biggest pitfall. So, um,
Got to have
so
that QT all day, every day.
right, quality time is beneficial. You learn a lot about the person who you're dealing with during this time.
Hmm.
Like you
I
really
mean, a
do
lot.
a lot. You learn a whole lot, and then that's a good benefit because um for you to for oh, it didn't go up. No, it didn't go up. Okay, let me turn that off. For you to be able to say that this is something that I have for this person and this person only, I want to spend time with you regularly. I want to go out. When I go out to dinner tonight, I just want it to be with you.
No distractions, no
No
friends,
distraction.
no nobody, no kids, nobody,
Right.
no phone.
Nothing. And that's because that they want to be present in the flesh with you and you only.
Hmm.
So
Doctor say
that's
no dinner. We can have dinner at home. I can be selfish like that at times. We can have dinner at home. We don't need to go out nowhere. I could.
Child. Love language number 5 is physical touch. Physical expressions of love, whether sexual or more platonic, such as holding hands, a back
That's
scratch,
me.
a back rub, a hug, or even a kiss, or even intercourse. The absence of such can leave these individuals feeling isolated in a relationship. So if you're dating or getting to know someone and y'all on a level where y'all having a good physical touch moment or whatever, right? And next thing you know, in the next 2 months, you just snatch it away.
Huh?
That person gonna lose their damn mind.
Like that, you hear me saying, huh? Like, huh? How you going? What?
You cannot try to attract me with all the goodies, and then
Mm-mm.
as time goes
Mm-mm.
on, you take away the
Mm-mm.
goodies.
That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. That is not going to work. Like, who do that? Who do that?
People who trying to be conniving to get you
But,
to get you.
mm-mm.
I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna
See,
break
you
up with you.
already got to kind of have. You already got to have me a little more up in here, really.
That's
See,
where you
because
gotta
once you
start,
got me
but
up
that's where
in
you
here,
gotta
all
start
this
at with
gonna
me.
be,
You
huh?
gotta start up here with me.
Yeah, like you got to have me up here.
You got to
Once
get
you
my
got me
head
up
first.
here,
You got to get my head first.
you
And
got
if
that,
you
baby.
don't,
Then you got me. You got me.
because, but if you snatch away sex, you probably lost me. Only
Oh
way
yeah,
it's
most.
gonna work.
Look, look. This is what we're going to say. I
Queen,
can't have what, baby.
no.
This hey, you don't. I ain't got time for that,
Queen.
man. Look, that okay.
Ah,
See, that's why
Queen,
people be going
you
out there
gonna hit her
doing
with
stuff
the
they ain't got no business doing. That's why people be going outside the relationship doing stuff they ain't got no business doing. Stuff like that.
Queen. You
Stuff
gonna
like
leave.
that.
But listen, I'm serious. I feel that. I'm all about that because
Man,
what you're not
what?
gonna do. That's just like okay. So let's go back. Let's go back because physical touch is the
Cause
last one. Let me put
I
this one.
told you mine was I'm a touchy feely person. If
Yeah.
I'm with me, look, that's me all day. Me and you together, baby. Come like, hey, hey, hey. Talk about you. Now you can't have none. What?
Oh God. Oh my God.
What? About to say,
So
and for
if
a dude
so,
to say that he ain't giving a chick none, it's something up with him.
yeah, yeah.
It's
But
something up with him.
okay, so she said if they ain't sleeping with you, they ain't sleeping alone. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you.
What?
So so the what so but I'm not don't start nothing. Don't start nothing and try to snatch it back from me.
Mm-mm.
That's all I'm saying.
Nah. And
That's
women,
all I'm saying.
y'all, women, look, hey, cause y'all good for that. These men be right here talking now. They be right here talking.
They let us know.
They be letting us know. I don't know if y'all got any male friends, cousins, brothers like I do, and be riding them how they be talking. Hey, that's why I be knowing a lot, cause I be seeing okay, this what okay, okay. Yeah. Don't be snatching back women. Then gave that man that good, then you want to snatch back cause you mad.
Will tell me why Will. You say I guess that's why I be having problems. I was long stroking and clear. Okay. So tell me which love
Which one?
language this fall under.
Okay.
Is this physical touch, Will? All right, so we're gonna practice each love language. While it's important, while it's important to know your love language, equally important is knowing your partners. The way most of us
Yeah.
express love is our own love language, which leads to relationship problems. Um, when you understand your partner's love language, your expressions of a love don't get lost in translation. Okay, so for words of affirmation, you want to pay attention to the thoughts you have about the person and work on vocalizing them. Essentially,
Mm-hmm.
leave a paper trail of your love through handwritten notes, spontaneous texts, and meaningful, specific compliments. You need to open your mouth and compliment your partner.
Definitely.
If their love
Definitely.
language is words of affirmation, it is your job to help affirm. I don't want to hear nothing about she need to know or he need to know that
Mm-mm.
they I don't want to hear none of that.
Nah, that ain't gonna work.
No, no.
You need to
Because yes, they can
compliment your
know it.
partner.
But it's your
But you
job to
still
put
need to
that extra
tell them.
piece in
It
them.
feel good coming from you. It feel good coming from the person that they love, that they like, that they enter. It feel good coming from you.
Exactly.
Like you didn't
When
gave
y'all
them a little boost
cuddling,
of confidence when you done told them that.
when y'all cuddling at night, the one of the most specific things that you can do to make your partner feel good is tell them things about them that you love about them, that make them great that day, things that makes them great on their job, things that make them feel that they are loved.
Yep.
What it Her question is, what if you love a non-communicator? Well, it's things that you can do to get that person to communicate. But like, okay, so I'm gonna run through some of those real quick for you because at this day and time, if a person doesn't want to communicate, if a person is a non-communicator, I can say they almost just don't want to communicate. However,
Mm,
is ways to pull a person into communication. And some of those things are just finding their interest. So um talk to them about things that interest them. If you see them watching the game, come up and be like, sit there for a little while first, pay attention to what's going on, because a person that don't communicate well and they into the things that they're into do not like to be disturbed with nonsense. So if
especially
you
when the
coming
game on.
up, not with no game on. If you coming up and you like which team is which, don't do that. That's what you sit right there and you learn
Wait
a
till the
little bit,
commercials.
watch things, and when commercial breaks come up, that's when you ask questions. Okay, so some of those questions can consist of, babe, which is your favorite player? Or babe,
Hmm.
pay attention to who he rooting for. And then when you see how they behind, just be watching that team and what that team doing. Oh man, like they fouled. Pay attention. Oh, they fouled. Pay attention. It's just things that you're paying attention to. Because
And interact.
one thing about a person who doesn't know how to communicate, you got to pull them in. And as
Yeah.
they learn who you are and what you're trying to do by pulling them in, they'll learn to communicate better with you because you're doing something, you're working at something for them. You're working to get them to talk to you. So that means that they feel like you're interested in what they want to talk about.
That's it.
So that's that's honestly the biggest way to do it. The one is going to be it's not going to be easy, but you got to work
Hmm.
at it just like they will have to work at things for you. And if you're persistent and if you're serious about what you're doing, this will work for you.
Hmm. The
Okay.
love
um
language.
yes. I'm practicing each love language. Number 2, physical touch. Look for opportunities to physically connect with your loved one, whether that's a hug, as you're crossing paths in the morning, grabbing somebody's booty, or squeeze underneath the table during a dinner out with friends. Physical touch. So you definitely want to be very, very enthralling with a person who likes to be touched on. And you
For
could tell a
real.
person who like physical touch by the way they cuddle on y'all when they sleep. They don't want to let you go.
Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Show don't. Definitely don't.
They don't want to let
Uh-uh.
you go. So if you know you're with somebody who loves to be touched, you better get with the damn program. Because
Don't be sleeping on it. Don't be sleeping.
not only do they love to be touched, they're gonna do a lot of touching. They're gonna do a lot of touching. A lot of touching. I can tell you that right now. A
That
lot
is
of
true.
touching.
That is true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely
And most
true.
of the time, a person who like to sleep up under you at night, they just like to fall asleep like that. They over on the other side of the bed before 1 o'clock in the morning. They don't like to be touched all night long. They just like to be
Uh-uh.
they just
Get
like to
too
be
hot.
touched from
Get too
yeah,
hot.
it definitely get hot. Yeah. That's what she said, it get hot.
Yeah, it get
Okay.
hot. Like gone
Qua-
somewhere.
Tell you, quality time. Being fully present with your partner. To the biggest barrier to quality time is the use of cell phones. If you got your phone all the time, oh my
Yeah,
lord. People whose love language is quality times will feel hurt if the partner is always checking their phone or half listening while doing other things.
I hate
Um,
that.
oh my God, I can't stand for nobody. If I'm quality time is one of my love languages. So if we spending time and I see you touching your phone a lot, or I see you walking away a lot with your phone, or I see anything where I feel like you're not paying attention to me, I'm going to feel neglected at that very moment.
Yeah,
That's why, and if that's the case, I can just be by myself because I like being by myself.
I like that. What I would say. I like being by myself, so it don't matter. You either here or you not.
But don't
But
don't
just
don't catch
know,
me. Don't let me look up and find out I'm talking to you and you on your phone the whole time, babe. I'm gonna knock that phone out your hand. I'm joking. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna act like you ain't there and keep on going about my day. But
oh, Lord.
I don't like that though. I will feel like a device is winning over
Yeah,
me. And I don't like that. I don't want that. I don't like that feeling. Acts of
you're supposed to
service.
be into me, honey.
Yes, and I don't really I've never really had that problem though. But I don't like it though. If you do it, I don't like it.
Yeah,
Um Acts of service. Get into the mindset set of wanting to show your partner love non-verbally. That will help reframe tasks that seem like chores, like carpooling and doing the dishes, are expressions of love. So if you are lazy and the concept of doing something nice for your person bothers your spirit, if your person always cleaning their house and you can't take one day to clean that house, just give them up because you're not right for them. That's not
you
cool.
ain't right for him. Yeah, you ain't right
You
for
ain't right for them. That ain't cool because you don't care. You know what's
him.
gonna make her happy. You know if she come home. You know if she come. Oh, she said, "Where does putting the toilet seat down fall?" Well,
That one
if
of that one of that one of for me too.
if you
That
like
one of for me too.
if you like for the toilet seat to be down, that would be an act of service. He would. That's a daily chore. I don't really got no expectations of that being a love
But
language. I just need you
I
to.
think we all put the toilet seat down in my house though.
I just yeah. I just think you.
I
I just
close
think
the
you just
whole
need
toilet
to.
seat.
I just think you just have to. That might be a battle you're gonna lose if you don't never put the toilet seat down. You might just lose that because that ain't gonna really fall up under a love language unless it's the one of the paying attention one where you
But
ain't.
it's a lot of people houses I go to that they don't especially with me doing the working like going to people houses that don't put their toilet seat. Like they have their toilet seat have it up. I put mine down.
Yeah.
Like I don't wanna why?
I mine been put down because I grew up knowing that a snake could come through your toilet.
That's what I'm talking about. Come on, Queen, that part. Like I
Yeah.
thought I was the only one. I thought I was the only look, I'm country girl. And put that toilet
Baby,
seat
that
down
toilet seat
before I
be
come up
down
and mess
every night, sweetie.
all
And
the
then
time.
when I get up in the middle of the night to have to go to the restroom, if my one of my kids left it up, it's going down. And And not only that, before I even, if I see the toilet seat up when I walk into the bathroom, the light got to come on. But if it's down, I'm okay. But if it's light, if that toilet seat up, I got to turn on the light to make sure they shit in the toilet. Yep, these are kind of snakes that come up through there too. Them copperhead snakes. I'm telling you, I don't play.
Yep,
I don't play about them. I don't
that
play like that.
part.
I don't play like that.
I thought I was the only one coming from the country.
No,
Being
ma'am.
from a
I
little
don't play like
small
that. No,
town.
ma'am, Pam. No, ma'am, Pam. The toilet seat goes down. It's down
Down.
now.
I mean, all the way down.
I don't need it. I don't even gotta wait till midnight.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
And
No,
make
ma'am.
sure
We
you
gonna
wash
have
your
to.
hands when you get out the bathroom.
Yes, ma'am. But we gonna have that toilet seat down though. Gift giving. What to get the expert gift giver. These gifts don't have to be extravagant. They're little
Hmm.
representations of feelings and show how much you know your partner, how you pay attention to what they like, and it's and another alternative that you can't go wrong with the usual flowers and chocolate. So if you
Yeah.
are, you're not,
Flowers chocolate card.
yeah, with money in it. So
That
yeah, because I like
part,
money.
queen.
I like money.
Some,
But those five love languages, if you pay enough attention to the person who you're dating, you will learn what their love languages are. They will definitely put it on display. They drop hints. People are always aggressive with
dropping
their
hints.
emotions on what they like.
That is
Now, for the
true.
ones who are short in communication, like I said, do what I told you because that's a love language in itself, paying attention to what they communicate by non-verbally
Hmm.
communicating it. You know what I'm saying? Because some
Yeah.
of the best communication is non-verbal. To be perfectly honest, I could walk in the house and kick my shoes off and sit down and sigh and get up and go to start moving around because I know I got to keep going. And my partner that's watching me can come in and be like, to make me feel better about things like that. The act of service that he's gonna provide is to come up and like, you know what, babe, don't even worry about it. Go sit down or go take you a nice hot
I got
shower.
it.
I got it.
Hmm. That part.
And if you know that's paying attention. That was she ain't said a
Hmm.
goddamn thing when she walked in the
Not a
door.
word. Not a word. Not a word. And sometimes your partner could just look in your face. Don't worry about it. I
That's
got you
right.
tonight, baby.
I
I
got you.
got you tonight. Bath water. Let me go bring some water and all that so you could just relax.
Just relax.
You want wine? Sure.
And just
That's it.
like you want that man paying attention to you, you
You
need
need
to
to pay
pay attention
attention to
to that
him.
man. Whoever your partner is, whatever whoever you're dating out there in this world, I'm telling you, if you're not paying attention to the things that
Somebody
they're
else
putting
will.
on display, baby, somebody else will. Somebody else will.
Most definitely. Pay attention. Pay attention, y'all. Like, look, I be paying attention to mine.
You got to.
Look, that part there.
And
You got to
I'm
pay
paying attention
attention.
throughout the day, like how your text message is rolling. You know what I'm
Everything
saying?
from your
Everything.
morning when you got up, all of it,
All
all
that
of it.
matters. All that matters.
What matters to you matters to me.
Yep. That's
That's how
right.
you got to look at it. What matters to them, it should matter to you if that's your partner
That's right.
or somebody you trying to, you know,
Woo.
make them your partner.
If you trying to woo
Y'all
them,
might
you
just
need
be
to be
dating,
paying.
getting to know each other, but you still got to pay attention.
Anybody you trying to woo, you need to take the opportunity to learn them. So
But
that's
the
just what
cards
it
and the
is.
flowers,
That's a
that's always
win-win.
a good one. That's a
That's
good
a
one. I
win-win.
mean, look, you got me with the cards and the flowers just
Yes, baby,
cause.
because I love a good word.
I
Because that's
love a
so
good card
thoughtful.
and I love flowers.
You telling me how you feel about me in words and backing it up in action is one of the most sexiest things you could do for me.
Come on, Queen. Let them know, Queen. Let them know.
Telling you, sweetie.
Most
But them flowers
definitely.
though, because I love flowers, baby, because I'm gonna take care of them flowers till the last one fall off the stem.
That part.
I love flowers. And those are just
That
things
down.
that I love. Like so, but a card. a word of expression, the time that you had to the thought of you going to buy that card and pick out that card and read through cards
Mm-hmm.
just to get to that card. I'm very into cards.
Yeah, I keep all my cards.
Yes.
I keep all of them. From everybody, I keep every last one of
Will, you can go to hell, Will. Ain't no fuck them damn
them.
flowers. I want my flowers.
Oh no, Will, you see you tripping, Will.
I'm gonna
You
kick them out
tripping,
the
you
show.
tripping. I'll take the Walmart special, all of it. It don't even
All
matter.
of them.
Long as they alive when
And
you bring them
pretty.
to me.
And
And
pretty.
pretty. They got to be pretty.
I like color in my flowers. Don't just get me white ones. I like colors.
And it can be a every week thing because they really cheap if you go buy
Yes,
them out the
get
grocery
do
store.
it weekly.
They really cheap. You ain't got to be sending them to the job. You ain't got to do
No,
all that. But
I like them
that's
at
good
home.
too. That's nice too. That's
I
nice
mean, it's
too.
nice. It's nice, and
But
it's a nice expression of
sometimes you
love.
don't want everybody. You don't want everybody to be knowing all your business.
But let me come home to it though, so I can cause
Yeah,
what I like to do is cut the stems off and put them in the flower pot myself. Put the little flower food in there and just set it up in the place and how I like it. So,
that part, Queen.
but yeah,
That part there.
I'm old school though, so you know what I'm saying.
Trying to
But
tell
thank
you.
y'all so
I even
much,
got
y'all, for
my
real.
daughter even like flowers.
I
That's how much I like
mine
flowers.
do too. Both of my kids love flowers. They love flowers. So again, y'all, the quote of the day is your love language will be understood by those fluent enough to listen and reciprocate. It's not your duty to teach people how to love you, but you definitely can lead them into the right direction. We appreciate you all tuning in today. Thank y'all for joining us. Episode 123. Just a few
I was
months ago,
watching that
y'all,
the
we were
whole time.
celebrating the 100th episode for the show, and we are already on the 23rd episode. Uh,
123.
Queen, we be dropping these episodes. You feel me? We be dropping these episodes. So yeah, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning
Consistency
in.
has been the
Consistency.
key.
Consistency. Thank y'all so much for
Consistency has
tuning
been
in
the key.
today. If we can't tap into you every time we get on here, send us a message. Let me drop the email at itsalute4@gmail.com with a comment or a topic that you would like to hear, and we will definitely
Mm-hmm.
do our best to get that on here for you. We got more interviews coming up. I don't know when I ate them popcorn, them darn kernels. Girl, they about to choke me. It's a shame. But drop us an email with a topic or a discussion that y'all would like to hear on the podcast, and we'll definitely get that on for y'all. Work our way to it, and we'll make sure
Mm-hmm.
we'll let the audience know who dropped that topic if you want it put on display.
Because there's
But
so much going on. It's a lot of stuff to talk about. It is
it's a
so
lot.
much going on. Oh my God.
But you do got to make sure it's one of those topics that we can host the whole show around.
Mm-hmm. A
So
universal topic.
very universal topic, very universal. So
That's what we need, a universal topic.
yes. So thank y'all for tuning in today. We appreciate y'all. Of course, we like you. We love you. We'll catch y'all next week. Make sure y'all do whatever y'all supposed to do for the month of June, because today is June 1st, baby. And that means you got 30 days. 30 days to accomplish something new. Focus on your
Summertime.
goals. Put your topics in order. Make sure whatever blueprint you got set out for yourself, you following it. Pull out those darn vision boards if you need to remind yourself. Don't let
Look
your
at
goals
mine
get
every
too
day.
far away from you, okay? So thank y'all for
Jump off
tuning
the
in.
porch.
Thank
Jump
y'all
off the
for
porch.
tuning
It's
in
time.
today, y'all. We here. We here. We here. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the week. And we will catch y'all back here next Wednesday. Y'all do what y'all do and make it be great. We like y'all. We love y'all. Peace. Peace.